Real estate fraud. Something that I actually haven't brought up a lot is real estate fraud. And so there's different schemes you got to look out for when you're doing a real estate transaction. You know, when you tie up a property or you're putting a property in escrow or buying a property, you always have to wire what? EMD, which we call earnest money deposit, which is the good faith deposit saying, hey, I'm taking this property. Typically in the wholesale world, that EMD or earnest money deposit is non-refundable. And so you got to actually be really, really careful, because when you're wiring to the title company, you want to get someone on the phone and verify that that's their correct wire info, because you just don't want some random person giving you wire info that you're sending off thousands and thousands of dollars and it's a total fraud and scam. And so we actually see it quite often in this business is real estate fraud. Always verify before you're going to send out a wire to someone. Get them on the phone and verify that that's the correct account. And even the person you're talking to on the phone, make sure that that's a person actually at that title company and they're at a local title company that's been in business. That's very, very important. So earnest money is one thing, but another thing to think about also is, you know, when we're dealing with cash transactions in the wholesale world, there's hundreds of thousands of dollars that are being sent daily, right? And so you got to make sure that when you are sending off hundreds of thousands of dollars to buy a property cash, once again, verify, get someone on the title company on the phone and make sure you are sending your wire off to the correct person. All these fraud things, I've heard the worst stories of the worst. I heard of a company actually in Las Vegas that was a fly-by-night company that opened up as a title company, and they pushed through $1 million transaction. Someone wired over $1 million to that title company, and all of a sudden that title company was out of business the next day and the $1 million was gone. So just be really, really careful. There's a lot of nightmare stories out there. You've got to make sure that when you're buying a piece of real estate, that you do go through title to make sure that you get a title policy on that property. We've seen some properties in Arizona that people from out of state act like they either own the property or they have the property tied up, and they actually don't. And so when you talk to the title company, they don't know what you're talking about, or you talk with the title company, you know, there's just funny things going on. So just take a look out for real estate fraud and be aware. If something just kind of feels funny or seems funny, it probably is. Or just call me and we'll go through the story and the scenario together. I just want to make sure that you are always protected from real estate fraud and that you don't send a lot of money off to someone that it's not their money, right? So hey, I appreciate you guys. Go out there and make it. Have a great day.